Hello everybody. Now this video will teach you how to use the bypass SA function in the Western Digital hard drive firmware repair program to repair the firmware damage. Anyway, if we receive one Western Digital hard drive case, if the hard drive have head damage, you must firstly to change the heads and fix the physical head damage, and then it is possible for you to fix further the firmware damage. Now suppose the drive has only firmware damage. So there are several situations. The firmware modules are available. That means the SA, the service area on the platter is accessible. So for this kind of situation, it can be easier. Now, we have collected one Western Digital hard drive. Now we need to wait until the drive gets ready. Enter the program. We can get the hard drive ID information. Here, check modules. So we can see all the firmware modules. For this kind of situation, it can be easy. So users just right click and test the selected ID to test all the firmware modules and see which firmware module is damaged. After we find out which firmware module is damaged, then we simply regenerate this module, or we find dollar firmware module from other matching hard drives and then write to it. But for many cases, when we receive the firmware module is empty, that means the service area on the platter is not accessible. So for this kind of cases, how to fix? So we need to use one function called bypass SA. Bypass SA. It is under ROM operations. Bypass SA read. Before we use the bypass SA read, we must back up the original ROM. Okay, back up the original ROM. I have backed it up here. Simply, we can save it again. Okay, so it's very fast to read the ROM in ATM mode. Now I have backed up the original ROM, and of course, when you can back up the original modules, you must back up all the original firmware modules. But when you receive the cases, there are no firmware modules available, then you can use the bypass SA read directly. Start the bypass SA. After using this function, we create this program, power off and power on the drive. So we can see the drive can be ready very soon, and then we start the program. At this time, we can see the drive information can be partially detected, but no more, not full information. So at this time, we can enter the program directly, and we can see the firmware module list here. So this function is very helpful. After you use it and enter the program directly, you can try to read all possible firmware modules. Read them. Let's read, and you can see what will happen. Read modules. Now we can see with some modules can be read, some modules a lot. Why? Because we just use the bypass SA, but we don't load the ATM modules to the RAM. Because to read and write firmware modules on one Western digital hard drive, it is a must for users to note the noders. Noders for Western digital hard drives means the ATM modules. Some noders can be module 11. Some noders can be more modules, including the 1B, 5C, 10. So here we have designed one auto noders loading or ATM loading function. Now we stop it because at this time users haven't noticed noders, so there are many modules users cannot read and write. At this time we can go to the menu, common menu, and then load ATA. Next, auto load ATA. Auto load ATA. Now we find this module, the firmware module directory. It's within DFLD program. The installation folder, Western Digital FD Night. Here we have backed up some modules. After we use bypass SA, we can check the firmware module list here and we can back up some modules. Select the modules folder and then click OK. Then we can see loading completes. Click OK. Now we can see here the loading completes. The firmware repair program has helped us to notice noders module 11 and module 1B automatically to the hard drive. At this time, let's try to back up all the firmware modules again. Now we can see firmware modules read and write. Read modules. Check here. Before we notice noders, we can only back up some modules. But after we notice noders, we can back up all the firmware modules successfully. So after we notice noders, we can read and write all the firmware modules. For most Western digital hard drives, over 90% problems are concerned with the module 2. We just simply open the module 2. We can find the issue. We have designed one fast solution. Here, common repair, slow initialization fix, and simply click it. Select yes. And we can see here, common failure repairing completes. Then we power off, power on, and write back the original ROM. Simply write back the original ROM. Power off and power on, the drive will be fixed. See? The drive will be restored. So this one is very helpful. Thank you for watching this video.